Alrighty, I'm pretty sure everybody's heard about this. Trump works the fryer at McDonald's for 15 minutes. And as you can imagine, the left are losing their collective crap. And hey, I found a video of AOC going off the rails, so I'll pop that in and take it from there.
Donald Trump is running around. He put on his little McDonald's costume. Halloween came early for Donald Trump. Because we know that man's never worked a day in his life.
He worked at real estate full-time for his father. I mean, yeah, he was working for his father. That's what's called a family business, and I know there's a saying, never work with your family. I never would, but apparently it worked great for the Trumps. They built up a huge real estate empire, and that's a lot of family wealth there. I believe that's what's called generational wealth. You can pass that on to your kids. And hey, I think there's a tax for that, inheritance tax. But anyway, let's continue on with the video.
We know that man's never punched a clock in his life. He's never wiped down a table in his life.
Technically speaking, I've never punched a clock either. I had this sheet, and after I'm done working, I just write down when I started and when I ended. And as for Trump never having to wipe down a table, yeah, I bet he hired people for that. So, gave people a job.
He's never had to fix his own car.
Well, he's a real estate tycoon. He's not a mechanic. So, yeah, he, again, probably paid someone to do that. Have you ever fixed your car, AOC? Have I ever fixed mine? Nope, I have no idea. That would have been some really good life skill for me. And my father was even a mechanic, but my mom divorced him, so yeah, that happened. Back to the video.
He's never struggled to make ends meet. He does not know what it means to check your paycheck every week and see what you've got left.
And politicians like you keep spending monies on programs, which means you raise taxes, which means I get taxed more. Well, I would be if I was an American citizen, but I'm not. I'm Canadian, so there's that.
We see Elon Musk coming in here. He's doing these little contests where he's promising people $1 million in some kind of lottery giveaway if they sign up for his list. You have a billionaire just dangling $1 million to those of us, and many of us, who are struggling to make ends meet if they dance for him.
Yeah, it is a contest. What are the chances of winning? Probably kind of low. But where did he get that $1 million? That's probably his money if I'm not mistaken. So if a billionaire wants to do that, that's his money, go for it. Whenever I see a contest, I sign up for it, because why not? Just as long as it's not a scam. Now, some people have said that this contest is kind of like a bribe. Now, when we talk about bribes, here's something that I found. Biden has approved $175 billion in student loan forgiveness for nearly 5 million people. With less than 3 weeks before the November election, the Biden-Harris administration is reminding voters how it has delivered a historic amount of student debt relief, even as Republicans have challenged several of its efforts in court and balked at the cost. Yeah, these students, they chose to go to college, they took out student loans, and one, they either dropped out of college with thousands of dollars in debt, or two, they finished college and they have tens of thousands of dollars in debt, or three, they finished college but they have a useless degree. Harris vows to fight for more student loan relief. People on the left say Elon Musk offering $1 million in a contest to people is a bribe for votes. I would say offering student loan relief in and of itself is a bribe. Vote for me and you'll get student loan relief. If you don't, you won't. The difference between the two? One's a fun little contest. The other one is billions and billions of hundreds of billions of dollars of taxpayers' money that's going towards people who took out loans without the slightest idea of how they were going to pay them back.
You've got Donald Trump putting on a little McDonald's costume.
That's no costume. That's legit. She goes on to say, like, that's what people do. Yeah, that is what people do. They wear uniforms.
Because he thinks that's what people do. They're not trying to empathize with us.
I don't know about the day, but I know Trump was just trying to one-up Harris. As far as empathize goes, maybe. Now I'm gonna pop in a quick video of Trump working the fries.
You can step right over here, grab it. We're going to grab a basket, 2 hands. And then you can go right into here on the left. Yep, slowly, right here. Slowly, gently lower it into the oil. Don't want to burn yourself. Up, down a little bit further. Touch it. There you go. And then we're going to hit our fry timer right here. And that one's going good. Now we can drop another one too. So we'll grab one more basket, 2 hands. Yep. We're going to put it right here. Okay. Lower it slowly into the oil. Don't want to burn. Good.
Now, when I watched this video, I observed how Trump was standing back, and you could actually tell that he's listening to the guy giving him instructions. He's not interrupting him or anything. Reminds me of what I did when I started working at a fast food restaurant. I stood back, I observed, and I listened to the lady telling me what to do. Alrighty, back to AOC.
They are making fun of us. Donald Trump thinks that people who work at McDonald's are a joke.
To each their own. To me, it looked like he took it really seriously. Again, when the guy was showing him what to do, he was listening intently, from what I could tell. And as for the whole, they think it's a joke, does Trump think it's a joke? Well, no, apparently he loves McDonald's. I mean, I don't love McDonald's because it's not really good for you, but again, to each their own. So, was Trump making fun of them? No, he was making fun of Harris. Now, I watched the full 50 minutes of it. It looked like the staff were having fun. The customers, yeah, they were screened by Secret Service, so they were Trumpers. They got a free meal out of it, apparently. And at the end of the day, Trump got a whole whack of cool memes, and he got to mock Harris. So, everybody won. And the extra salt on top, the left are losing their mind.
Idea what our lives are like. And so they think this callousness is a way of connecting. It's not a way of connecting. Because you and I both know that when that camera turns on and they turn around and go into their car, they're laughing at us.
It looked like everybody was laughing while the cameras were on, to me anyway.
That's why Elon Musk thinks that your vote can be bought with $1. That's why he thinks that if you put a bunch of money on a mailer and shove it in your mailbox, you'll just do whatever he says.
So I wonder, of these 5 million people, how many of them are going to vote Democrat? Probably all of them. So, yeah, in my opinion, that's 5 million votes bought and paid for with taxpayer dollars. Now, I don't know if this is the same venue she was at, but the title made me clip it. We don't take orders from billionaires. Harris Walls. Well, let me put it this way. There are 2 videos that I have that I will never delete. One is of Schumer, or is it Schiff? One of those ones. And the other one is of Bill Clinton. I made a video about this a couple days ago, where Bill Clinton talks about how people aren't having enough kids, so they need to bring in migrants, wage slaves. So AOC, the Democrats, they're for mass immigration, because corporate needs more workies. So the reverse is true. Anyway, this video was kind of long, but hey, I got on a roll, so I just went with it. Anywho, take care out there in clown world.